All right. Somebody give me the first one. It was this. It was only 3 days ago, right? Never in the history of all of people. This is like a Game of Thrones tier Fallout. Also, I feel fully vindicated, okay? I knew there was something up with this guy. I could feel it. I could feel that there was something up with this guy. And you know what? You guys. So, I think we can watch part of this maybe. And then we'll watch Soda's recap.
Spring comes by, they're not consuming a whole bunch of resources. It's a normal thing.
Last live 18. Oh, wait. Okay, this is 3 days ago. So, well, wait. Is Soda going to go over this whole thing? No, we don't need to watch this. Watch Soda go over it. Okay.
What it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Cycle of life, man.
So let's break it down. And it's really, and I would know this, it's easy to go back to things with hindsight glasses. It is. A lot of people don't account for human error, but I'm going to watch this and I'm going to break it down with that in mind.
Have you seen the guy that's trying to actively reduce his age?
I know. Oh, that's crazy. I've seen this dude.
We got 2, so just focus
shit.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
Boss is coming too, watch out.
Yeah. Well, I got shield wall. God damn.
Run.
Just run. Can you target dummy?
Okay, run, sure. Target dummies are down, that's fine.
I can target.
I mean, from right here, I would just start rank 1 blizzarding immediately. Even, yeah, this is a sticky situation. Does he have rank 1 blizzard on his bar?
Dummy, yeah. Should I do it?
I assume that's his rank 1 blizzard and that's his max rank. Does he click it? Bosses can't be slowed. Doesn't matter. Boss gets tanked. No problem. And the other mobs just get CC'd in the backline. Pretty simple. I don't know. Does he click that? I don't know.
Just kill the massive. Yeah, target dummy. Kill the massives.
No.
Also, are you fine?
There's a blizzard.
Can you explain this for those who don't play WoW? So, something bad is going to happen in this raid that this guy down here, Pyro Software, is catching a lot of flack for. This is the original raid VOD, and Sodapoppin is a good WoW player. Now, there's a lot of streamers that play WoW, but that doesn't mean that they're good WoW players. And there's a lot of streamers that have played a lot of WoW, and that doesn't mean they're good WoW players. There's also like different things in World of Warcraft that you can play and be good at, and like doing big raids with big groups of people is like one of those things. So a raid is typically you're going to have lots of different people, and all of them will have like very important jobs that are necessary to make it so that you are successful in your whole raid, right? So maybe in World of Warcraft, I've never played WoW, so this isn't going to be exact, but like maybe in World of Warcraft, maybe you have like guys back here that heal you, okay? They give you life. Maybe you have guys back here that are spellcasters and they slow people down. And then maybe you have guys up here who are tanks and they're big tanks and that means that they take a lot of damage. And maybe you have guys back here with guns that shoot people and they do a lot of damage, DPS, right? This could be a raid. Oh, sorry, maybe this might be a dungeon or whatever. But basically, the issue is that when you're doing huge things like this, if somebody fucks up, it can basically like destroy everything in your group, right? So it might be that the tank runs too far ahead and he aggroes, meaning he pulls a lot of aggression from enemies that causes them to get overwhelmed. And then if the tanks die, everybody dies. Maybe the healer people, maybe they don't heal the tanks and then the tanks die, or DPS could say they don't. I don't know if they would ever get hit. Maybe the slow people slow the wrong people. Maybe the DPS isn't doing enough damage, and then the tanks get overwhelmed. Right. All of this is hold on. all of this is all of this is like a team effort, and all of this is like done together, and everybody basically has to be doing their job. And if somebody fucks up, it can cause everybody to fuck up. And in one mode of World of Warcraft, this is hardcore. If you die, your character is basically, I think it either goes to soft core or it's like graveyard and it can't do anything. So dying is really, really, really bad. Okay. All right.
Is that a max rank?
I can target them, yeah. Should I do it?
Just kill the massive. Yeah,
Hey,
target them.
Blink.
Kill the massives.
No.
Aussie, are you fine?
Oh, that's a max rank. Okay. Yeah, that's a max rank Blizzard, and I think there's a lot of fear. Pirate is scared as fuck right now. I think he has no idea what's like able to happen. He doesn't know what any of these mobs do, so he is terrified for his own life. He is, and I can excuse that. That's fine. Like, can't flack on someone for sucking, or not suck, just not knowing. However, the max rank Blizzard here was a part of just sucking. I don't know why you would max rank.
So one of the difficulties in analyzing for a raid or a dungeon is probably going to be like every single team game, where if something goes wrong, it could be one person that majorly fucked up. It could have been several people that minorly fucked up. It could have been one guy who minorly fucked up and then another guy who responded poorly in a major fuck up that caused everybody to die. But basically trying to retroactively analyze like who was at fault can be a really difficult thing. And when you start introducing like egos and stuff, it might be that you made a mistake and that other people could have like rectified it. They could have saved you and they didn't, and now you're blaming all of them, or you're saying you didn't make a mistake, or maybe there's a world where you make a mistake and it snowballs out of control and you don't want to take responsibility for it. So all of this, basically any like team environment, you've ever played League of Legends, if you've ever worked in a team environment or played any team game, right? It's very easy to blame everything on other people, which is a big problem with team environments. Okay, so this is unfolding before us. So like I said, this is going to be a raid or a dungeon, I guess. Sodapoppin is analyzing this to see, okay, well, what did Pirate Software do wrong? Because things are going to go very bad here.
I don't know the plan. And then cancel it immediately, only hitting one hyena. But again, panic, sure. It's a lot of mooncloth.
Any grenades,
I got last
anything?
stand. You can just
Heal him,
kill them.
heal him, heal him, heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
Plus it's on me, sitting bear form.
It's not beat.
Okay, I don't play WoW, but is he supposed to just be running away? This might be I don't know. I don't know the specifics about this game. I've never played WoW in my life. Or no, I played one character to level 7. So I've never played WoW ever. Okay, so really. So I don't know what the specifics are. I can tell you the general for like team play and team games or whatever. It's like this, but maybe this might be what mages or rangers or whatever the fuck does. they're trying to salvage. They're like,
I don't know the plan. And then cancel it immediately, only hitting one hyena. But again, panic, sure. It's a lot of mooncloth.
Any grenades,
I got last
anything?
stand. You can just
Heal him,
kill
heal
them.
him, heal him, heal him.
another issue might be that just because somebody makes a mistake or just because something is fucked up doesn't mean the situation is totally fucked. It might still be salvageable. It's going to depend probably on the difficulty of whatever dungeon or raid or group event you're doing. It's going to depend on how calm and effective your leader, whoever the raid or group leader is, and it's probably going to depend a little bit on the individual skill of your people. But it's really, really important when things start to fall apart that people don't panic. It is incredibly, incredibly important, because if people start to panic, everything will, a situation that was like somebody fucked up and now it's minorly bad might become majorly bad. Remember in, this was happening when the Americans were losing to the British. And he realized, see, they were all running away. But see, he's trying to be an effective raid leader. So he grabs the flag and he tells everybody, oh no, we got to keep fighting. And now everybody wants to do their job and DPS and support and tank because they have an effective leader who's calling out what to do, and then everybody's on the same page, right? So to reiterate again, I don't play World of Warcraft at all, so I don't know the specifics. But it kind of looks like he's thinking. It looks to me as an uneducated person, he's like, "Ooh, this shit might be fucked." So rather than, I'm guessing he's a back range character that provides like support spells, rather than maybe being able to cast slows or to cast spells that might help the rest of his teammates withdraw from a bad situation. He doesn't want to risk his character at all, and he's like, "Ooh, this is fuck, I'm gonna leave." Now, while his character might get out, my guess is that it probably ensures that these people are 100% dead, and it's not going to be good. But it's a guess.
Any grenades,
I got last
anything?
stand. You can just
Heal him,
kill
heal
them.
him, heal him, heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
Muscles on me, sitting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I see he also has mana gem, and I'm assuming that's the mage weave, or the, what do they call it? The robes of the archmage.
So, like, do they lose valuable shit, or are they just mad they lost to the boss? Ordinarily, I think your equipment gets damaged or something stupid. I don't know. It's not a big deal. But this is hardcore. Now, if their characters are max level, which I don't know if it's 60 or 80 or 100 or whatever, if the characters are max level and it's hardcore, then that means they have to train a whole new character, which I don't know how long does it take? Oh, people are saying 100 plus hours. So the character dies, so they're gonna have to spend, what is 100 hours in gamer time? Like a full week max leveling a new character. So at least, yeah. Maybe more, maybe 2 weeks.
And their on use gives mana. Okay, so he has a lot of mana. I don't.
And then keep in mind, that's just to get back to where they are now. So that means that the gear that they have is going to be shitty. They could have been further ahead. They might not be able to raid. It's also like a social thing too. Like if a couple people die, you're not gonna be able to raid with your friends. You're not like, you're just gonna be kind of like cut out. Like you're basically like, you're like fucked. Like imagine you and a bunch of friends are getting ready for some big snowboarder event and somebody like breaks their legs. And you're like, oh fuck, he's not coming to competition with us, you know?
That's either holy water. Well, it's not a mana potion. I don't see any mana potions in his bag, actually. Unless this is actually a mana pot. But I assume that it's next to Scourge Stones, it's holy water. Okay, so he doesn't have a mana pot unless it's behind his Gandalf hat. But he does have mana gem, and he does have the robes, and that's enough.
I can help a lot. Yeah.
And honestly, even if he didn't have that, rank 1 Blizzard. That's your job here. That is, he's...
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
They should all be walking out together.
Oh no.
And they should all be fine.
Walking.
This
Look at
is
my mana.
savageable. Come
Innovate
on,
you?
man.
Just kill the mastiffs.
Innovate.
Innovate the healer.
Nova, bro,
Kill the
come on.
mastiffs. We got
Big
this.
deal.
In the sense of
War something?
Do you see my mana?
Smirking.
What am I
He
supposed to
even
do for you?
smirks
just kill the
harder at
mastiffs.
the
One
end.
shot. Okay, we
More
pulled
on
another
the way,
shot.
more on the
Run
way.
now.
Ice Nova.
The mastiffs can be ice novas.
Now we're gonna.
Was it? Oh no. Did he just regen his mana? Is that what that was? Because if he's regenning it back here, now he's got it. Now it's going to take him this long to... Wait, ice armor, shield? He spent mana on a shield. Oh, well, why is he going back now?
Wait.
Nusara?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they're
Okay, get
safer.
out,
I don't
get
know.
out.
Run.
He has mana, so I don't know.
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
You have okay. Evocation is on cooldown, sure.
I can
But you
talk
have
last
mana
one.
gem and you have
mana
robes.
is
Moment
Ice
as well.
Nova. There's no miss that much mana.
You have a boss in you. You called run.
Getting slowed.
This is not the time to be argumentative. It's just not.
Fuck. Wait.
Anything for me?
I can-
Snuppy. Oh,
I
no.
don't.
If that's in Discord, I'm.
Oh. I'm just going to say some things. This is true in every team environment I've ever been in. I'm going to assume it's true in World of Warcraft. If you have a shot caller, he is the only one that says anything ever. It is never, first of all, you don't ever contradict the shot caller. In that case, you might as well literally just kill everybody, because don't ever do that, number one. And number two, people make mistakes. It happens. And people are going to be mad that you make mistakes. It happens. That's fine. Do not ever second guess a call or argue in the middle of a coordinated event, ever. it's not done. There's other shit going on. It is not the time ever to do that. Now, I don't know, maybe maybe this isn't like as serious of a thing, or maybe what I'm saying is anal and this doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, in general, when you're doing like any kind of like team thing and you've got a shot call, you have people who are like trying to coordinate, it's never, ever, ever the time to be like arguing over the decision or whatever. But somebody in chat said they're out of the dungeon at this point. Okay, somebody else said that they were still fighting and dying, so I don't know, but... And then Soda just said that this isn't the time to argue, so I don't know.
Not.
Wait, anything for me?
I don't
If that's in Discord, I'm annoyed,
think...
but
I cannot stun him. Also,
No,
are you
just
good?
run out.
Are you good? Also,
The mods were fed $1.76.
They called
boss
run,
came up after,
I
like, the
ran,
Masters
and I was
2,
out of mana.
after we,
I don't know what the hell they were expecting, dude. That does not make any sense. No.
I don't know. Again, I don't know the structure of this group. When he said they called run, I don't know if he means like a random person said run, or if the raid leader said run, because if a random person says run, who the fuck cares? I don't know why that would matter, but...
They overpulled 2 polls and the boss. Like...
so I assume he's muted and he's talking to his chat right now
Yeah, probably.
with his hand being there. I'm assuming it's a mute.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, the regular ogres can still be polyed. We just had the boss and like 5 mastiffs and 2 ogres. We could have polyed.
They didn't even need to run. I think they probably could have done that. Sure, they made the call to run. That's fine. Like, I could totally see why they made the call. They could have fought and killed it. But whatever. But wow, that was a horrible...
Pirate, king of roaches.
Oh, that might be it too. When you say run, you don't mean like everybody literally... Like, it sounds like when they said run, he's interpreting this as like, every man for yourself. Whereas in these types of situations, run might mean more like a coordinated retreat, where you are CCing mobs, you're still healing your tank, you're still managing your aggro, like you're slowly withdrawing from the dungeon so that everybody isn't getting completely fucked, as opposed to everybody just dropping everything and just piecing the fuck out.
Smirks at death. Out of mana.
I don't think he got them killed on purpose. I think he just sucked ass and panicked.
Yeah, and just pieced because he didn't want to lose his character.
Walked it out.
And from what I gather, again, I haven't deep dived this stuff, but from what I've gathered, he never said he did anything wrong. I mean, like, again, like, I'm not going to fault the guy for sucking. Like, did not use his toolkit, did not use his mage properly whatsoever. I think if you I could name 5 mages, 6.
Asmund has a video on this as well, where he is on the side of pirate. I think that Asmongold's knowledge for World of Warcraft, I would probably side with him. If he's defending pirate here, I think I would over Soda. I think Asmund actually has more experience. But the only issue is I don't think they're farming mounts here while just reading chat. So because they're actually playing the game on this, I think I'd probably go with Sodapoppin's commentary, I think, over Asmongold's, but that's just me.
60 right now. Lakari, no one dies there, believe it or not. Cobalt Streak, no one dies there. Ampi, no one dies there. Nathan, no one dies there. Zico's dead, but Zico on his 40 mage, I don't think anyone dies there.
One of the huge issues with World of Warcraft is that you can have a lot of hours in the game, and you can have a lot of people that like play the game quite a bit, but because it's a group game, because there's a lot of different ways to play it, like that doesn't necessarily mean anybody is good or not. I want to be very, very careful saying this because I don't know fuck all really about WoW, but of all like the big WoW streamers, and I'm not even like throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not saying they're like bad people or anything. I think Soda is the only one I think who would be considered like a good player, like a good player who can do these types of raids and everything else. Like I think even like S-Fan and everybody else like could maybe be in like a raid or a dungeon, but I think Soda is the only one who's like, this guy's actually good. Like he really does know what he's talking about. Like he's an entertaining streamer, funny, but he was like good at WoW. That's my understanding of it. Wreckful, I don't know if you were an arena player, I don't know if that necessarily means that you could do like raids or dungeons, or if raiding or doing dungeons was necessary to farm gear for arena characters. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure or not, but my guess is going to be that they're different skill sets, but I could be wrong.
Moon waddled so pirate could run.
No one dies there. No one. Not a single person.
He says him out of mana goes to click the mana crystal, then ice barriers instead.
Yeah, did he hover over? Oh, so he knew he had mana gem. It's a misplay.
Even an ice nova would have been enough.
You guys pulled that when
I think he didn't realize he had it, and then he realized he had it after he already left and kind of just doubled down based on ego.
Instantly ran out, bro. You instantly ran. You didn't even look
as much
back.
as you're angry right now. Of course I ran.
I'm not angry at all.
You
I'm not angry at all.
overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left.
Not
you
really.
weren't paying attention to party resources. You overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
Ooh.
I saw the
just take some blame, god damn it. Just
boss coming.
just a bit.
I don't know if we could
It's
like.
okay.
Now, I don't know if this applies to World of Warcraft. I don't know. I just don't know. But I know that in poker, let's say we're playing some poker, okay? Let's say we're playing some poker, all right? And let's say that we got a let's say that the board is oh god, what's like a real fucking fuck it, let's say we have yeah, fuck it. Let's say we have this board. Let's say that, you know, everybody goes all in, or 2 people go all in against each other, right? Let's say this guy has aces and this guy has like pocket 2s or whatever, okay? When you go all in here and there's 1 card left, okay, on the river, this guy's got aces, this guy's got 2s, you're fucked, okay? If you have pocket 2s, I think your chances of rivering the last card and winning the hand, I think is like 3%. I think it's very, very low. It's like 2 or 3%. You're basically I think you're fucked. If the last card comes down and it is the 2, okay? This guy here with the aces is going to be hella mad, okay? Because he kind of got sucked out on. Maybe. I don't know if you would say it, but he kind of did, right? You got really lucky on this last card. Maybe he technically played the hand better than you or whatever, but you got really, really, really lucky. So what you do in this situation, if you're a manner poker player, okay, is you bow your head, you say a quiet prayer to the poker gods, and you shut the fuck up and you understand that your ass just got completely bailed out by hitting like a 1-outer or a 2-outer. You're like, oh my God. You let the other guy be mad, you let him have his moment, and you just shut the fuck up. And you know what? You got lucky? That's fine. Once he rages away from the table, maybe you can laugh about it and talk, but shut the fuck up, okay? Now, I don't know if it's the same in World of Warcraft, but if you escaped the dungeon and other people died, I would say you probably just shut the fuck up for a little bit and just chill and let people, even if they're wrong. Now, if you're wrong, it's even more incorrect. But like, just be quiet, let the people be mad for a bit, and then maybe come back later and revisit. But holy fuck, if you didn't lose a character, bro, just shut the fuck up. Even if they're wrong, just shut the fuck up and let them rage and let them blame you, whatever the fuck, because you're not about to sing for 2 weeks. Okay? But anyway, and that's assuming that they're right, or that's assuming they're wrong. Now, if they're right, ooh, now you're making big mistakes. Anyway.
Hey!
Move back.
Not a big
faster,
deal!
but- Yeah.
But there wasn't even
Damn.
like any like information. We are just yapping about useless stuff. Do you see my point?
I mean,
Not
yeah.
on me.
But, I mean, I called it the boss coming though, but at that point, maybe it was too late to move back.
Like you're telling me like a rank 1 mage would not like at least to try Frost Nova there. Like you're not even like in danger.
Oh, I'm
You can at
100%
least
in
try a
danger.
Frost Nova. Like,
100%.
No, you're not.
No, 100% in danger.
No,
When
he's
your
not.
shot color says run, it's time to run, you run.
So based on the very little that I've heard so far, that's probably not true. Based on any other type of team game I've played ever, yeah, running doesn't literally mean like, unless somebody is literally screaming every ban for himself. Usually in games, unless you're like in some kind of dungeon or raid where there's like supposed to be mobs that attack like support characters, your support characters are generally safe, and they should be supporting like your tanks and whatever as you're moving out. Like your support characters are usually not, if your support characters are getting killed, either somebody fucked up really bad or it's something designed to kill like support characters. So the fact that he hightailed it out of there is kind of like, yeah, it's probably not good. I would guess. It's like in boxing, if you're like I say amateur, but not even amateur. If you're like totally untrained and somebody goes to like hit you and you're like, you turn your back to them to like cover your face, like you're like instantly dead. Like you can never do that. That's like a totally like, what are you doing? It feels like that's kind of what happened here, but who knows?
That is how that works.
No, it's not.
You were the shot caller. You called for run. I ran.
I'm not a shot caller.
And I was out of mana.
Actually, I'm a noob.
This isn't a league match.
I'm locked in.
Oh dear God.
And I can still see
yeah, I'm gonna
that
play
I can
shot
at
caller
least
today.
use a frost nova there.
Okay, then go roll a
You were the
mage and do
first
it.
person that ran away and didn't even look back. Literally.
This is
You
the
didn't even
second
say
time.
anything.
This
You
is
could
the
have at
second.
least said like the boss.
You're just gonna talk over me? Is that what we're doing now? We just gonna talk over me? Is that all? Is that all
I'm
we're
just
doing?
giving you my points.
No. Okay. You done giving your point? You good?
Yes. I'm
Okay. Cool. You go roll a mage then. See you around.
Did he
Cheat.
leave the call?
I don't think that's.
Oh no, he's still on.
Insane.
I
No.
don't. What?
Listen
What?
to Ampy and
That is
Zico about
outrageous,
the
dude.
situation.
You can't blame me for that. You make a bad poll. You make a bad.
I'll keep listening.
Call. That's on you. They pull that with the mage at no mana left. And they pull 2 packs and a boss. What the hell am I supposed to do for them?
Isn't there a
I
clip
could've-
of like Ampy with 0 mana? And like again, it's like you're not expected to play an Ampy saves. I think it's Tyler's group in Skolo.
I don't know
Like
what
you're
any of
not
that means.
expected to play like Ampy. But whenever someone dies, like what you do is you put on your own hindsight glasses and you you take a step back and you say, if I was a robot and I played perfectly, what could I have done? And it's okay if you don't play that well. But when another mage literally does that, and then you say
face
it's
another
not
mage on.
possible, like that's weird.
Yeah, like again, other people can make mistakes, but part of being any good person on a raid team or a dungeon team or a group, whatever the fuck they call them in World of Warcraft, is you also have to be able to like adapt and roll with mistakes. It can't be that if one person messes up or one thing goes wrong, that, oh, well, that's our point of failure, like a weak link in a chain, and now everything's fucked. You're just going to hightail it out and run. That can't be the case. You have to be, because also, why the fuck would you ever want this guy on your team? Because if any role did that, you would probably be fucked. If the healers, I don't know if they're healers in a while, but if they run and your tanks die, then everybody dies. If the tank just turns back and dies, then you're fucked. If DPS leaves, then you can't kill anything, you're stuck and you're dead. Like, if your CCers leave, then you get overwhelmed and you're dead. Like, it can't just be, you have to be, like, able to kind of adapt to the situation as it evolves. That's, yeah, even if somebody else makes mistakes, right? Even if somebody else makes mistakes.
It is weird. And I don't know what kind of like I don't know.
Is it reasonable to expect him to admit it in the heat of the moment, though? Maybe not in the heat of the moment, but again, he didn't lose a character and other people did. So at that point, I think your empathy meter needs to be pretty high because a couple people just got super ultra fucked and you got out and you're fine. Your character's fine. The worst that's going to happen is a bruised ego and other people just lost like hundreds of hours potentially of work.
It's one of two things. I don't know if it's just like he put all of his defensives up. Like he f***ed up and got insecure and was panicking and then he immediately put all of his defensives up and was like he just felt bad. That is an ego thing and that's a problem. That sucks. But I understand where it's coming from. I just don't agree with it. And then you get to this point, you start gaslighting. Not even gaslight, just refusing to take blame. Again, I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Destiny, I don't think that's right. If one person dies, it normally caps the whole group. So if the healer runs away, the whole team is insta-killed in a high enough raid. I can't tell if you're agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. I don't think anybody had died yet. And I don't know if they're doing like these crazy difficult dungeons or raids where a single mistake is going to cost the entire group. I don't think they were at that situation. And Soda doesn't think that either. So I'm going to agree with him instead of you.
But then you go on farther and farther and farther. I guess maybe now he's like being attacked from what I've read, like every
Destiny, a 1 to 60 takes a speedrunner about 155 hours of gameplay. Okay.
angle of the internet. I understand you want to triple down now because you don't want those people to feel like they're right. I don't know. I don't give a shit about all of the over the top. Like, I don't know where all this is coming from. This clip is getting blown out of proportion. I don't care about anything outside of the ratting bull. The ratting bullshit, though, on just that topic, yeah, this is kind of roachy. It is actually, it's probably the most roachy thing I've ever seen. Well, what is this?
Yeah. Nice.
And just instantly go up the ramp and just pull him on the ramp.
I just kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him quickly.
Wait, so
Okay.
Fast.
what is this? Is this a different raid or something? Or this one is the run before. Earlier today, same group.
Yep.
Kill the ads. Ads die first. He's on his way.
Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Oh, is this the same group? Oh, it is.
Up, 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 up.
Okay.
I'm banished. I'm banished. Bad
Mine
timing.
as well, by the way.
Everything is
Bye,
full.
bye.
He's coming. He's coming. Just.
Oh, we got another one. Yeah, just run out. Everyone, run down. Jump down. I'm putting down target dummy. Let's just run out of here.
Oh my god.
Everybody, run. Yamato, you safe?
No, I don't think so. I'm kind of slow and I have nothing.
Do you vanish target
Where
dummy?
are you guys running? Where are you guys running?
I mean, hey, he's consistent on his mindset of run equals every man for himself.
Oh shit! There it is.
Outside to the entrance.
Jack,
Just
He,
vanish in
he
Hearth, just
truly
vanish in Hearth.
believes that,
Okay, I vanish.
but that's not right.
Do you have a swift and spot?
No, I don't. Dream me.
Like, you don't have an
that's
obligation
fine, I guess
either to
fine.
stay
Have a
back
dummy?
and do it, but
down
you're gonna
another
get.
Well, you don't have an obligation to stay back and do it. Again, I would immediately assume Soda knows way more than me, but I would argue that if you have a guy whose job is to CC, if the situation is salvageable, unless, like, there might be a situation that's, like, really tough and really close to go, where it's like, maybe we could, but if it's, like, obvious that, like, okay, this is going bad, but, like, we can get out and survive, and your fucking CC'er runs, I would never, ever, ever raid with that guy ever in my entire life, especially if I was, like, some frontline who was going to die. I would just say no. Who's our CC for this run? Oh, it's this dude? Oh, yeah, no, I'm out. Good luck. Find somebody else. I'm not going to be here, because I know that if one thing goes wrong, I'm fucking dead, because this fucking piece of shit is going to leave. Why the fuck would I ever do any group, whatever, raids, dungeons, I don't know what they're called. Why would I ever do anything with this guy on my team? No, fuck that. You can say that you don't have an obligation to do it, but that's literally your fucking role. Like, what the fuck? No, fuck that. But maybe there might be some WoW, like, code of, not like a general norms that I'm just not aware of or something. I don't know.
Dream me.
Like, you don't have an
that's
obligation
fine, I guess
either to
fine.
stay
Have a
back
dummy?
and do it, but
down
you're gonna
another
get labeled
dummy.
as kind of a rat.
Dummy again?
Oh God!
I have a dummy.
Holy!
I have no more dummies.
I have one.
Is he f***ing fake cast his teammates
Dummy now?
with a Hearthstone?
Nice dummy. We're coming to you.
I don't know what that means.
Sprint if you got it. I got intercept.
Okay.
I don't have sprint.
Bro, he's fucking out of there.
There's only.
He tried to teleport home. He tried
Just
to
go.
heart. Oh, okay.
Can't move it.
Charge.
I
Can
gotta
you
have to go
blizzard these
back.
guys?
I mean, like, hey,
He leaves the group, drops guild, migrates his account to another server. Guys, where you at? I'm in Frosthorn on Almira, or I don't know what any of this shit is called, but
got a blizzard here.
No, they're not.
Well, it's on the boss.
Safe
They're
spot.
not.
moves his house, goes to another country, applies for visa.
They're-
But again, this is kind of how
People
the
are saying he aggroed the mobs originally here too. I don't even know if I could tell who aggroed why, so I went, yeah.
first pull should have went. All of the other mobs are gone. You could easily Nova them, and yes, there is a boss, but that can be tanked as they move out.
Not
This is a
CCable.
safe spot,
The
right?
boss is not CCable.
That's
I
fine.
don't know where you are.
You can't
Yeah.
save spot against the boss. You can't save
No, you
spot against the
cannot.
boss. He will
Yeah,
he
it's
will
Hard,
You have to
hard,
run
hard,
out.
Just hard. I'm stunned. Where are you? Are you good, Pocket?
I'm really far.
Look, he's right next to the exit. Why'd he leave the group? It's okay.
I've no hearth for 2 minutes.
I mean, I get
Frick,
again
move it.
in the panic, leave the group, but
Can't just
still.
call-
Nothing I could do there. That boss is not slowable, and he has a charge.
So So he's saying the boss is not slowable. I don't know what else the mage can do, but were there mobs that he could slow, or was it literally just the one boss that was fucking them? Was there nothing else that he could CC or do anything to, or? Yes? Okay, yeah. So he's like trying to pick out like the one thing where they wouldn't do anything here. And it's like, that's cool, but there's other things you could do. Yeah, okay, yeah. So
I think should I go back to where I came from?
Okay.
Yeah. Just you need to stall as long as possible.
Maybe you can go up.
Different.
Everyone.
I mean, I don't know. This is really comes down to one of those things where it's like, I get that you made terrible plays, or you didn't know what to do, or you panicked. I get that. But when you got a lot of people telling you, hey, there's things you could have done, and then you don't budge, people who are better than you at the game.
What's Sarah POV?
A lot of people that are better than you at the game.
what's your opinion on his behavior so far? There are two types of people like this that can exist, and I don't know which one he is because I just don't know the game and I don't know. On the one hand, you have selfish pieces of shit who are incredibly egotistical, but who are so fucking good mechanically that you gotta have them, and like you know that you're gonna fight with them and you know they're gonna cause problems with your team. It's like fuck, but they're so good, you gotta have them on your team. And then there are just people that just are not that good, but they have the ego of the really good guy, and they don't deserve that ego at all. And they need to be a little bit more reflective in terms of what they could have done differently to be a better team player or player, period. But
like if Ampi has the most credentials to be talking on anything hardcore WoW PvE related. No one's going to surpass Ampi's credentials. They're just not.
is that the other mage in this group? Apparently, hold on. Pirate Software explains how to save groups.
Can you see my talents? Sure, man. So I've got 35 points in Frost. This is going to give me Elemental Precision and improved Frostbolt, so faster Frostbolts that hit better. All of this is just damage related except for improved Blizzard. This is going to allow me to basically save parties in dungeons. That's the real big deal for that. Improved Blizzard is just very powerful because you can cast a rank 1 Blizzard, costs only 272 mana, to do that.
The mods were fed
big.
$20.
That's very helpful. Thank you for the $20 to the mods, you rock.
The problem is in World of Warcraft, I think all of your spells are limited by range, so you can't actually cast these from the dungeon entrance, which means that if you run the fuck away as soon as something goes wrong, it doesn't actually matter what spells you have.
Not. Sorry. So if Ampi disagrees with you, you're wrong. It's that simple.
Save, just
Yeah.
stay in
He's
bear
just gotta
form.
run.
Usually.
Stay in bear form.
Yeah.
Or use Scat form
30
and move as
seconds.
fast as you can.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's good too. Oh, God. How deep does this go?
We got a Spellbinder back here?
What is this?
I'm coming.
No, we got 3. He pulled 3 things
Is Asmongold being a contrarian? Oh, you can like me Asmongold's analysis, but
back here.
Yeah, I got the ball.
Cool.
here's another one.
I watched it like JBZ died the other day. That was rough.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from two mages in a group. I'll be honest.
It made me physically unwell. Yeah.
Yeah. It made me feel like I was a decent mage player, knowing that I probably would have done a lot more.
Like, there were no sheeps going out. There were no blizzards going out. Apparently, he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but, like, that's exactly why I run that spec. Because, like, when shit goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And Blizzard is, like,
Yeah.
absolutely goated. It's so good.
The he pulled? I don't know if he was talking about the Spellbinder, like a chain reaction, but maybe it's like his subconscious of like, I don't want to say I did anything wrong. I don't know. This is weird. It's like, is he doing like some type of challenge?
If you leave the group mid-run, you get teleported out. Yeah, but did he need to do that? Because it looked like he was pretty safe. I might be retarded. People are saying, like, if you leave the group mid-run, you get teleported out. I haven't played WoW, but it sounds like that might be some shit you do if you're, like, really deep in a dungeon or if you're, like, in danger of dying if you try to run it out, like, normally. But it seemed like he was literally, like, he could just walk out of the fucking dungeon. So I don't know why everybody's typing that, unless there's something I don't understand about World of Warcraft.
Where he sees how long you can go without ever saying, like what's the big deal? Guys, I accidentally pulled. What is this? What's wrong with saying that? My bad.
Oh, you also run into this issue. Now, I don't know how good these players are at the game, but you also run into the issue of, I'll use another poker analogy. This is so mean. I don't know the pirate software guy well enough, other than I have bad vibes about him, okay? You ever go to a casino and all they have is like a 1-3 open? They don't have like any like higher stakes. You sit down at the 1-3 table. So 1-3 means $1 small blind, $3 big blinds. Generally, this is going to be your most accessible game in a poker room. Like everybody will sit and play, casuals to whatever, like it's very easy. But there's like that one guy who's sitting there with his hoodie all scrunched up and he's got like his sunglasses on and he's like flipping chips. Like the most dramatic player in the world. He's got like $185 in front of him. It's like, bro, chill. Sometimes in like, I'm not going to say they're bad player groups, but like in like people who play a decent amount, but they're not like ladder heroes. They're not like good at ladder. They're not like pro raiders, whatever. You'll get a guy in that group who thinks he's way better than and way above that group. And he's just so much, I get a little bit of that vibe here that he's like, he thinks he's so much better than these people and he could just drop. So he would never, ever, 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 he would never admit a mistake in this setting because he's like so above all these people. Why would he ever, he didn't fuck up. It's you and you and you and you and you, right? But I don't know, maybe... Again, I'm extrapolating a bit because I don't know the dynamics of these people. You should see him saying this before this. What is this?
Oh.
Okay.
Can I get you anything besides water?
I'm trying to cut sugar.
Soda will watch all these clips, by the way. Oh, well, then fuck. Stop. Then stop linking me shit.
Whatever. Not a big deal.
The craziest thing is that a pirate
I haven't heard
is
this.
supposed to be this voice of a person who's played WoW a really long time, who knows everything, and when it comes down to it, he panicked like a roach and did nothing for his group. Disgusting. And then he doesn't go back on it. He acts like it's the right decision. That dude.
This is apparently a really good mage, Ampy speaking.
Holy ego. At least accept that you did the wrong thing and you killed your friends.
What is this? Hold on.
Just trying to find the situation for online drama and clout, bro. Can you believe these guys trying to report all these fucking bozo content creators trying to find the situation for online drama and clout, bro? Can you believe these guys trying to fucking make content, bro, out of some guys just making a complete clown of himself? Or what are they doing, bro? Send their accounts to Twitch right now. Get them all banned, okay, bro? I hope it was worth it, little bro. Hope it was worth all these little bros trying to find this situation, which is serious, by the way. It's not just some random dog shit wadder about some guys who's got a big ego. No. You're taking it too far.
You guys don't like shit out of nobody knows what this... Wait, fuck. I was going to fuck with mine, but now I don't know if it's going to fuck all my shit up. I was going to deep voice it. Stop.
Yeah. It's just a little kind of rough around the edges the way he worded that, but yeah. Yeah, he f***ed up. It's really, it's so, I don't know, he just didn't, I feel like this has gotten blown out of proportion. And don't be wrong, like this whole thing is like, really? It is kind of f***ed up, but God, it has gone to crazy levels of just, this is a WoW guild. I don't know. It's definitely gotten kind of crazy, but no, Ampy's right here. Like, those two people did not need to die. Pirate absolutely could have saved them if he played his class to a basic level.
Destiny. As a Destiny 2 vet with 10k hours in, where stakes for raid failures are way lower, you have to be willing to own up where you fucked up to keep the team moving forward. Nothing kills a team/attempt faster than someone being unwilling to admit to where their player was loose. Yeah, something I've actually learned from this actually I think goes through all facets of humanity, from running a country to running a business to being a manager to being a streamer to literally everything. Humans are not robots, and human morale is so unbelievably fucking important. The most important thing that you had in EVE, when you had like fleet commanders, were people that had like good jokes, good personalities, and good games to play while you were camping a fucking gate for 4 hours, okay, waiting for like a good Sino to go up, or waiting for a good Dictor bubble or whatever. Like it's so much time is spent doing nothing, and at the end of the day, nobody has to play the game with you. They can go do some other shit. So it's up to you to keep them motivated, happy, like psychologically healthy, like having fun. Because these are video games, right? This is what you have to do. This is what you have to do in video games to keep your people happy. And if nobody's happy, it's like, oh my God, it's so miserable. But like, you got to understand, like a good leader and good employees or cooperators or like friends or whatever, like in a thing, like people that are with you can change. Even bad situations can become palatable or even enjoyable, right? Like you can have the worst customers ever, but having good employees there to kind of like laugh about it and to just, Jesus, like I hate this fucking guy or whatever, you know, like it makes everything so much better. And having bad employees or bad coworkers or bad companions on things like this, it amplifies it so much. It can either make it so much like more tolerable, it can make it so much worse. Holy fuck.
Which he claims to know how to do. I've seen clips and I've heard it. He claims he knows how to do. Clearly could not. In the panic. And then refused to accept any responsibility on that. That's it. That's all this is. But yeah, it's annoying. Jokered clip.
Honestly, pirate software like straight.
Oh my God. Okay, see this is okay.
Up, bro, this dude.
Do you think that he bought his account like Elon? Probably not, but level in World of Warcraft doesn't mean much. And honestly, even like gear, until you probably get up to like the really, really, really high levels, doesn't mean much, because anybody can put together a decent group and probably farm up to, I don't know what like the not last level of gear is. But I think once you start hitting, there's probably like certain types of gear. Is Mythic the highest? It's hardcore though. I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't know WoW well enough. My guess is going to be any level 60 hardcore is not really that impressive if you're like a decent player. Like if you're considered a decent player, it shouldn't be that hard. That's my guess. I could be wrong. But the really impressive stuff is probably when you have gear that you can only get in really good dungeons, in really high raids, that shows that you are good enough to not just be in those raids or dungeons. I don't know if you call raid dungeon, but also to be accepted in those raids or dungeons, right? Because people want to have you there, or you have a big stream and they let you tag along to gear you up too. But, you know. Yeah, no. Mythic is retail. Hardcore class just heroic, I think. Okay. Hold on. Where the fuck? Oh, there's also like different, there's also probably different skill sets. When it comes to leveling up a character, you're just like leveling up a character. I don't know how much like team stuff you need to do to max your level out. Whereas like doing dungeons and then doing raids probably demands a different type of skill of like being able to play in a team and being able to have a role that's effective and all that too, you know?
This dude is a complete fraud. At least in the WoW space, I don't care if he worked for Blizzard. The guy probably made coffee for some devs. I don't even believe for a second he coded anything in this game. I don't...
Hold on. Also, there's a real quick thing. I don't know if I even have to say this. I don't know what Joker is referring to. Working at a game company has literally nothing to do with being good at a game ever. I don't know why. Or I understand maybe like if you're a child, if you're a 9-year-old, you might think that that makes you good. But that's like saying a guy that designs engines is a good race car driver, or a guy that an engineer for a jet engine can like fly a fighter jet. Or like there's no reason to think that. And people are making fun of Pirate will get to this part of the drama because he says he works, that he works like I see people in chat saying this. Destiny, he wasn't even a dev, he was QA. Honestly, a QA guy probably can play the game better than a dev. Like, there's no reason to expect that a game developer can play the game well. It's not their job. It's not what they have to do. It's not like there's no reason to think that any part of the development pipeline necessitates you being, unless your job is literally, some guy's about to be like, what about this employee? And his job is like pro game employee or whatever. Like, and his job is just to be a professional. Like, but generally, like, there's no reason to think that somebody that works on a game or works in a game company has anything to do with being good at the game at all.
Like, dude, nothing at all. All right. Bro, guy probably was interning there for a week. I'm not gonna believe a.
Were people under the impression he's like some WoW like crazy good player? I was not under this impression. Were others under this impression? That's how he marketed himself. Customers, I don't know. He said so himself. I mean, I would have just disagreed. If I just looked at his screen and saw rank 1 Blizzard isn't keybound, be like, really? I don't think polymorph is. Maybe they're like hidden. I don't know.
Destiny, you don't understand that classic WoW is 90% knowledge and 10% mechanics. Him being a dev / QA, whatever, should actually give him a leg up. Being a dev or QA, I seriously doubt that like quality assurance or testers at Blizzard are doing like mythic or heroic raids with like the best players in the world. That sounds like the most retarded thing I've ever read in my life. And again, I've never played, I did level a WoW character to level 7, okay? But that just sounds like the most wrong thing I've ever read ever, so.
Walks.
Yeah. He said he was a mythic raider? Sure, okay. You can mythic raid. And like click a lot of, like who cares? Especially for tanking. Either way. I guess, yeah, maybe like the YouTube Shorts audience is going to like wake up. I don't know, but I was never under that impression. Who cares?
To be honest with you, that group had already almost full wiped us the entire dungeon before. That was our second dire maul with the same group. The first one, we all of us had to leave drop groups that we could teleport out. The second one was this. No reason for me to do shit. Evocate was on cooldown, 2.5 minutes left. So no, I didn't trust the group this year.
Like, even if that is the case, couldn't you at least like stand there and watch them die? Like, or is it really the case that if your tank dies, that the enemy mobs can close the gap on you in like 2 seconds? Like, or would you be at risk for dying afterwards if they, like, you couldn't just like stay back there and at least like salute them? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people are saying that he could have restored his mana and that what he's saying is not true, so who knows?
Survive. And no, I wasn't going to go back on the call of them saying, run, 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 it's time to run. So no.
Why do some people get full negation like this? I mean, it depends, bro. There could be a million things ego-wise playing into this. Who knows? He could be bad. He could genuinely think there's nothing he could have done better. He could think that he's like a big fish in a small pond. He's better than this group. He could think that maybe he did make mistakes, but they made more mistakes first, so his isn't even worth talking about. He could just be emotional right now. He could be getting like blowback in his chat, and maybe he's wanting to fight against people in his chat that are coming in. It might be that the people that died, maybe the people that died are like small streamers and now their streams are fucked. And if he admits any fault, he feels like that's like partially on him for like fucking, who knows? I have no idea.
No.
It's a lot of confidence in being wrong. Okay, next. He's just wrong. He's labeled as a sweat in the guild. Was he? Yeah, that's a mislabel then. Again, I've been wanting to go through and relabel people just based on how I've seen them play in general. I got to look at all of our 60s and see.
Can you summarize the drama in 1 or 2 sentences for us normies? Summarizing the drama in 1 or 2 sentences for normies. Basically, if you logged onto the internet today, you have stepped into a room where there are bloody bodies all over the floor, gunshot holes on the wall, blood dripping off the ceiling, and you're trying to ask like, what the fuck happened? And somebody tells you these guys got into an argument over whether or not a person who likes ketchup should also like tomatoes, and neither one wanted to budge. And now here we are. Basically, it sounds like they did a raid. I think Pirate made some mistakes, but he didn't want to own up to it, and somehow his whole career is exploding right now. But we'll see where he lands.
who's a sweat and a non-sweat for prepping for raid. I have no clue. I haven't done this because I've wanted to see if Tyler would ever do it. He never did it. Did a hell of a lot more than I thought. Tyler did a phenomenal job with what he had and his knowledge and all of it being kind of dumped on him. But he did not do that. So I want to do that. What important clip.
Yeah, a lot of things I think the mages forget, man, is you are a control unit. You're there to control the battlefield, and you need to be using your wards and your ice barrier.
Yes, I mean,
I don't know. What actually happened in game, though, is it actually Pirate's fault? I can't speak to whose fault it was, but it sounds like there are things that, like team games and employment environments and big rating games are not always about who's at fault. It's like what Soda said. It's about what you could have done better. That's always the thing. Well, it could go either way in big WoW raids or dungeons in retail or classic. I don't know the answer. It could be that you do have to actually play flawlessly to do these things effectively. But if you don't have to play flawlessly, then it's probably the case that there's always going to be mistakes that are made where somebody aggroes something they weren't supposed to, somebody drops aggro, somebody misses a CC, somebody fucks, where people fuck up, but other people are expected to be good enough to, and your shot caller is expected to be cognizant enough to cover for those people. And so if somebody makes a mistake, other people pick up the slack and it's fine. And you do that and you get through your challenges together. But it can't be the case that if somebody messes up, then there's a breakdown and everybody flees and it's fucked. That just can't be the case. So it might have been that somebody else made a mistake first, but there were definitely things that he could have done to mitigate the fallout, and he didn't do those things, and he denies he could have done anything. I think that's the issue. Yeah.
We need a mage for every dungeon. If anything goes wrong, they can just lock down everything.
Yep. And they need to have rank 1 Blizzard on their bar. They need to be using their Frost Ward and their Fire Ward. They need to be using their Ice Barrier on cooldown, basically, because Ice Barrier has a 30-second cooldown, but lasts a minute.
I would also, now, again, I don't know why I hedge so much, but I'm hedging. I've never played WoW Classic that much. I leveled a character to 7 and I got bored and quit. Okay. I would be so careful about saying what characters should do or what classes should do. My guess is going to be WoW Classic hasn't changed, so all of this is probably crazy solved. Like everybody should probably know exactly what people should be doing or shot. So I don't know why you would ever like. I doubt that there's any like new meta being invented or thing. Or they're like everything's probably like been solved for maybe over a decade. There's no insight to be gained here. You just have to play your thing well, be looking at the situation, keep a cool head, and yeah.
So you should be rolling that in.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So Pirate is more of a knowledge basin, not much of a gameplay basin, I guess. I don't know. Like,
it's not even knowledge or gameplay, because it got his character up there. He was on these regulars. It seemed just more like a maybe. I wonder if he's ever played hardcore before. I wonder if this is his first hardcore character ever. Because if that's the case, he might just be really risk averse. There might be a world where if Pirate was raiding with these guys and they were just playing like normal or soft core, where he actually would have stayed and done everything correctly. Because he's like, oh, cool. Fuck, I'm using a lot of poker analogies today. You cannot play above your bankroll. Not because of it's your responsibility and because you might lose your money and your wife might leave. Fuck all that. Who cares about your wife and kids? Okay? And who cares about, going into debt, going bankrupt? And who cares about people breaking their knees to get money? Fuck all that. The reason why you don't play beyond your bankroll is because it affects your decision making. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're at a poker table and you're thinking about how much money you're going to have when you go home that night. Because if that's weighing on your mind, that has nothing to do with the cards in front of you, and it has nothing to do with the decisions that you should be making. So if he's being adversely impacted by the fact, it could be that it's hardcore. Now, I don't know, maybe he has played a ton of hardcore and what I just said was fucking retarded, but it might be if this is his first hardcore situation, then he might be like really, really, really risk averse because he's really scared of losing his character, especially if he's never lost one before or if this is his first time or if he doesn't want to re-level or whatever, so.
Sucked. He choked, he threw, and then he...
Yeah, obviously he's never played hardcore before, but he doesn't even use his keybinds. It's like having an SE2 developer talk about Masters of Diamond, but they don't even use the proper keybinds to macro or micro. What do you mean when you say he doesn't use keybinds? You don't mean to say that he's like left clicking all of his spells, right? That's impossible that you mean that, right? No, you guys are trolling me. Wait, really? He is a clicker. Okay, well. Well, in that case, I'm vindicated earlier when I said you don't have to be that good to just get level 60, I guess.
Confidently told everyone he didn't throw when he did.
Oh, he's clicking some of them Destiny. Chat is retarded. He's clicking the down-ranked low mana version of Blizzard, not the main skills. Oh, maybe there are some things that you just wouldn't have on hotkey then?
That's the end of it. He's wrong. I saw Asmongold talk about it. I saw some clip earlier. What was Asmon? Why is Asmon involved in this?
Because we had already done a poll like that.
Oh my God, we're so going. What are
done a poll like this in the
There's a lot. Jesus, there's a lot of digging here.
Bind
second
them?
round. And that's why I'm on the fringes casting rank 1 Blizzard at the very end. And I higher rank Blizzard before that to try and do damage to the dogs, but I had to cancel it almost immediately. Got like 1 tick off. Because
didn't have to.
When he's saying he did higher rank damage to do, or higher rank Blizzard to do damage, is Blizzard supposed to be just a CC spell and he's inappropriately casting it at a higher level because he wants to DPS, or are you expected to DPS with Blizzard? I don't know what the fuck any of these things do. Both damage and CC? Oh, okay.
Boss is immune to CC. And it's like, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I just can't at that point.
Ooh. That might have been like a little bit of a psychological reveal there, right? What he just said, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I wonder if that hardcore thing is really like weighing on him. Maybe.
Boss is immune to CC. And it's like, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I just can't at that point. It's too high risk.
I think, yeah, I think if you...
Yeah. No, I can understand that dissection of it to the...
Like, you can say, I'm just going to preempt Soda so that I look really smart if he says the same thing I'm about to say. It's okay to say, like, I was really afraid of dying and I might have panicked, but that doesn't mean that you should say next, there's absolutely nothing I could have done differently. I could have done something differently, right? No, you say, like, okay, fuck. Maybe I could have, in hindsight, maybe I could have stayed and helped a little bit, but I was just really worried about dying. I think I panicked and I ran early. I shouldn't have bailed that early.
The lens of a bad player. I could totally get that. You had no idea what kind of threat on the boss was having. You didn't know the boss wasn't going to hurt you. You were in zero danger, but panicking because you couldn't assess the situation very well. Like, again, I see that from the lens of someone who didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
He has 0 add-ons. I mean, he should know that the tanks are literally beating the fuck out of the boss and probably has multiple sunders. You're not pulling threat off that boss with the Blizzard. You're not. It's not happening. You're good. Finish the clip of T1. Oh.
Afterwards, if I think people are just like pissed off because everybody...
Okay, finished it. Next.
It seems like he is lying. He almost certainly knows that he could have done the bare minimum. Even a bad player knows he could throw out a Cone of Cold, a Blizzard, use a mana gem to get mana back a little. Well, yeah, but like if he's running because he's scared, he's not going to admit that because now you sound like a pussy. So he's going to make excuses for why he had to run, of course, right? Like if somebody wanted to race for pinks and and they have the same car as me, I'm not going to say like, I'm really scared of losing my car, bro. I'm going to be like, well, I got a check engine light. I think my tires are flat, and I don't have the right. I don't have the right brakes on, and I think I've got leaves in my air intake, and I don't have the right whatever. Like you're gonna make excuses. Obviously, you don't want to be a pussy, right? Pirate's got a history of being stubborn. He tried to shut down a campaign to create laws to preserve games when delisted, and shut down any conversation to try to bring better ideas to the table. Okay.
A lot of tanks, man.
Yeah.
Like I watched JBZ
so many clips.
died the other day. That was rough.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from 2 mages in a group. I'm gonna be honest.
It made me.
He also runs a UI macro to always show him at 1 HP. Wait, what? He actually has no idea what HP he's actually at, and if he is at risk of dying and needs HP. Wait, really?
Physically unwell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only to his
It made
stream?
me feel like I was a decent mage player, knowing that I probably would have done a lot more.
Like, there were no sheeps going out. There were no blizzards going out. Apparently, he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but, like, that's exactly why I run that spec. Because, like, when it goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Oh, 100%. And blizzard is like...
Yeah.
Okay, this is... okay, at this point, it is comical. It is... I can't say it's
if you didn't see the 74 trillion people spamming it in chat, and I know every new person keeps typing it, and he is roasting Moon Moon in this when Moon Moon was watching it. That's why I played the music, in case you didn't see. Maybe the 55th millionth person to type it in chat will be the one that goes through you.
Comical. Y'all have dug up some gemstones. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, "Oh, he could just Petri out. This isn't that scary."
Yeah,
and,
I
mean, to be real with you, some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly, and we hardened up at that moment. We kicked some ass, and we got to live.
That has nothing to do with anything going on, but. Destiny, wait, so is this some other game mode where your entire character is deleted if you die? Yes.
You know, I've made it all the way to 60 now without dying because of that, because we didn't give up in that.
Oh, I can't. Oh, man. Yeah, that's rough. Again, it just really comes down to Pirate just has to say, hey, listen, looking back.
I mean, if you're streamers and you got a lot of people to draw from, I think you would just never raid with a person like this. You just wouldn't. Like this, fuck that. It's too much. It destroys. I mean, that guy in chat said it earlier. Like, it ruins your team morale. Like, it's just, God, you just never want to be with somebody this ego-driven. It destroys things for everyone. I remember, I don't know why this happened. I've talked to people in League of Legends who their duo queue would rage quit games. I'm like, why are you queuing with this guy? And I'm like, I don't know, man. We're friends. We queue. And it's like, this guy, you saying he's rage quits your ladder games? Your rank? And he's like, yeah, he rage quit. When you were playing with him in your rank game, he rage quit.
My bad. I don't know what to. If he can't do, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. If he can't look back at this and be like, yeah, I could have absolutely done a lot. It's not crazy. It's basic. It's basic. That's it. And he didn't. It's not like he went out of his way and killed these people. He didn't pull out a gun and shoot them. But he definitely had the ability to stop it and did not.
I think the drama blew up because prior to this, a lot of people thought Thor was a cool guy, myself included. I mean, like, he's probably cool. Man, I wish I could quantify why I say I don't like this guy. I said it before, but it was half meme. There's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want to say, like, a person who thinks there's like a phrase, and it's so dumb. I don't even know if it applies to him. But the thing that comes to my mind is like a person who thinks their shit doesn't stink. I don't know what to. I don't know. Just he seems like a guy who's like. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know why. I just get that impression from him. Like, and yeah, he talks about a lot of things like super confidently, but maybe it's deserved. I don't know.
And said he didn't have the ability to stop it.
Oh, he's white. True.
Confidently, over and over, while everyone's disagreeing with you. Okay, I'm just looping at this point. I'm kind of bored of this, but.
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like, I didn't say we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But when you open up and you yell over another person,
listen,
like you were doing earlier.
Can I speak?
Nah, I'm good. See ya. Peace. I'm not doing that again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
Cake says he got mad about him talking about InfoSec. What did he say? Some people think he modified his audio settings to make his voice sound deeper. Is that a thing or just a meme? I don't actually know. Who knows? Now I'm not even sure if my voice got deeper. I don't know if it's just like a different microphone or who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because my voice sounds a lot different in earlier videos. Like if you go watch early streams of me, Destiny debating JonTron. What does it mean to vote against your own interests? What are white interests that get voted against?
I don't know what reality you're living in, man. I mean, when the news is telling you that a vote for Donald Trump is a racist vote, okay, and Donald Trump, all that he's saying is perhaps maybe we should keep America the way it was.
So first, that's because that's an incredibly Keep America the way it was. Wait, what does that mean, John?
A stupid statement to make. Most of what,
like, I think this is just I think it's my microphone. I'm using a condenser microphone, and I'm not speaking right into it.
Okay, it says
maybe. Oh, however, he definitely has an EQ on his voice, though. Like Pirate Software's voice is definitely EQ'd. He definitely has a thing, I'm gonna fuck with this and never be able to turn it back to where it was before. There you go. Oh, I don't know. What can we do? This? Nope. No. I shouldn't have fucked with it. Fuck. Wait, I can do this. Can we make it? Can I increase the? There we go. Yeah, he's got. There's some kind of. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. There's definitely like some kind of. This is way too high. Okay, here we go. And then something like this. Here we go. He's definitely got some shit like this going on. Absolutely, some kind of bullshit. Fuck me. Okay, there we go. He definitely has something. But like, it could just also be like a standard, like a decent EQ. And maybe his last one before was really bad. I don't know.
News source, and I'm here, guess where? With the games, of course. I'm here with Thor, founder of Pirate Software. How's your show been so far?
It's actually been amazing. It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games, so it's been awesome.
So speaking of games, what do you have for us today?
So we have Champions of Breakfast, which is a twin stick shooter that we made in 24 days from concept to release on Steam. Blew up. It was really, really awesome. And that game is pretty difficult, so if you're into really hard arcade games, that's the kind of thing for you. And the other one is Heartbound, which is a more story-driven RPG. And we've been working on that for about 6 months. We put it up on Steam Greenlight. It got rank 1, so it was massive success. And then we put it up on Kickstarter, and it got funded in 24 hours, and then ended up with 400% funding. So people really, really like the game. And we have an hour-long demo here and on our website, so people can download it anytime.
And what is your website?
I'm too lazy to go hook my other microphone up. But like, this doesn't tell us anything, right? Like, do you think this is an SM58? I just assume anytime I see a microphone, so is it SM58? Like, we have this microphone at a far distance from the face where it's probably running pretty hot. No, it's not an SM58. Whatever it is, it's a microphone. It's much further from the face. Like,
Champions of Breakfast.
This is going to sound way different, right? Like, my voice, if I was... Even this isn't even going to be totally accurate because I'm still using this mic. But like, this is going to sound way different in terms of audio quality. No, audio quality is too big. The frequency response, meaning the part of the frequency curve that is louder or quieter, is going to be way different depending upon the range I am, the distance I am from the microphone when I'm speaking, and the type of microphone it is, and the type of microphone, the EQ that's on the mic and everything on this audio chain because it's being used to talk like this. So, like, saying that, well, look, you can tell what his real voice is because when he's speaking here, this is a totally different audio setup. It doesn't mean anything, right? But why do you sound like you do now with a different mic in this debate?
we have a White Lives Matter organization. It's called the United States of America. Nobody in the United States.
Based. Did you get new headphones? Yeah, my cord on the last ones were no good. I mean, I'm also speaking very close to the microphone here.
We have a White Lives...
Because I know how to speak into microphones, but... Wait. This isn't the... Jeremy... No, it's not. It's another crazy dude. I was going to ask if that was... is it Jeremy Boring? Is that the Daily Wire guy? That's a different guy. Oh, it's Andrew Clavin. Why do I... He must be like in meetings with them or on podcasts with them or something, right? I feel like I see him. He hosts the Andrew Clavin Show podcast on the conservative side of the Daily Wire. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, anyway, sorry.
So it's very cringe. It's very, very cringe. I mean, I don't think it's a G kick. I think it's definitely...
Do you think that he could have trained his voice as well? Here, his voice sounds way deeper from the Streamer Awards. Yeah, I mean, you can also speak differently, right? Like when I tend to get more upset, when I'm like, I can't even understand. I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. How could you even think? Why would you even... Like the frequency, right, which is the note the frequency of my voice is getting higher. But if I am a little bit more chill and I'm kind of like speaking down here and I'm kind of calm, kind of collected, like I could theoretically do an entire voice like this. If I trained, meaning I practiced getting upset but keeping my voice down here, right? Rather than, I can't believe that Donald Trump today is saying all these, I could be like, I can't believe that Donald Trump today is doing all these fucking crazy things in the United States. It's actually fucking insane. But I would have to like practice this, like, which you can do. And some people, apparently Vosh said he practices his voice. Like, you can do this, but.
Like, I would consider Pirate not a mage.
Wait. Oof. What is this?
Hello, everyone. I am super glad to be back with the one and only Pirate Software.
Nice to meet you finally. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Pirate. Thank you for all the kind words and everything.
Yeah, it could just be that he's just gotten used to speaking lower, right?
So you are nominated for software and development categories.
There's explanation for the voice change.
Went back to the doctor. Doctor's like, hey, sometimes in your early 30s, your voice can change as a man, and it's effectively second puberty. This is what I used to sound like.
I think we've
That's what I
watched
used
this
to look
before.
like to this 5 years ago. Wait for this. This is awful.
My hot dogs are freshly picked. I'm gonna have to peel it. I'm gonna have to peel my hot dog.
Yeah, that was it, dude.
Every good hot dog needs to be peeled.
That's what I used to
I don't know. Like, I can't tell how different his voice is here, right? Like, I think his microphone settings and everything are probably quite a bit different. That'd be my guess.
It's like, hey, sometimes it can change.
But it also sounds like he's literally, like, almost doing a meme voice here. Like,
that's what I used to look like to this 5 years ago. Wait for this. This is awful.
My hot dogs are freshly picked. I'm gonna have to peel it. I'm gonna have to peel my hot dog.
Yeah, that was it, dude.
I think the really interesting thing to see, but obviously we can't do this with his past self, is like, how much room do you have to move, like, with your talking voice? So, like, if I'm here, oh god, I can't sing. I wonder if you could like average a voice out. Like if you played a bunch of a voice, like what's the average frequency? What's the average frequency? Oh, middle C. So I'm like here. But like if I wanted to, I can go up a bit. No. Oh my god, I was on the wrong one. Wait, was I here before or the other one? I go down like almost like a fourth, like if this is my normal talking voice, like I can go down like 4 notes, I guess, 4 whole steps if I'm like singing. I wonder if he's speaking like at the bottom of his register, right? So like, like theoretically I could talk down here. Like if I practiced like kind of keeping this as the frequency center for my voice, I have a little bit of room to go up, and I can go up if I want to, but I don't have as much room to go down. Right? So it could be that he's speaking more on the bottom part of his natural range as well. Maybe, but who knows? Is it speaking more with your chest or diaphragm and less nasally? Nasally is going to refer to something different than your pitch, because like this would be more nasally, I think. So this is like a fuller voice and this is getting more nasally, but this is me, like it's the same frequency though, even though it's more nasally versus like this is my chest voice. I don't know. Sienna would be a good person to talk to about this because she knows everything about voice training as well. But
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Software and game development's finally a category in Twitch, and now it's up here at the Streamer Awards. So yeah.
Yeah.
But he also sounds pretty natural when he's speaking too. He doesn't sound like he's at like the extreme of his range. Because if somebody's speaking at the extreme of their range, you'll also be able to, because their voice will drop out if they try to go too low. They won't be able to do it. So who knows?
Like I was doing UBRS the other day, and we had 9 people, and we needed a mage because mages save lives. Like when shit hits the fan, you need a mage. The rank 1 Blizzard's crazy. I would not consider Pirate a mage. It's a glorified Shadow Priest with only a selfish power word shield, or a self power word shield. That's essentially how I see that. I don't know what to say.
Oof.
But like, I don't know what y'all want me to say. Yeah, he roached out. I agree. Absolutely panicked and did not perform at all. Did not perform under pressure. Zach Asman's take.
Oh no.
Nothing Pirate Software could have possibly done would have changed the outcome of this fight.
Oof. Even if that's true, when he says change the outcome of the fight, does he mean change whether or not they would have won or lost it? This, I don't like, careful. Now, as much as I can make fun of Asmongold for being a mount farmer, he still has infinitely more WoW experience, okay, than I do. That being said, binary is the totally incorrect way to approach any team cooperative environment. It's never win or lose. Loss mitigation is incredibly important. Okay, there are very few things in life that are win or lose, binary yes or no. Being able to take a horrible situation and make it into a bad situation is a really good skill to have. That is a phenomenal skill to have. So,
not a single thing.
Is he rage baiting?
Asman literally said he was going to rage bait farm before this segment.
He's rage baiting, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think Asman...
Not a single thing about this in even the slightest amount of way.
Oh, is Yamato in his chat arguing with him? Okay, so this is just like a self-insert. Asman just wants to... No, Asman has no clue what's going on here.
Asman trolling, but he knows is wrong. No, it has nothing to do with who did it. It has to do with who said what and did what.
You rage baited Yamato really hard. The problem is, unfortunately, I love you guys, but I don't trust you guys because you guys are autistic as fuck. So I would have to see him saying he's rage baiting, because it could either be like, all right, I'm going to rage bait with this clip. Here we go. Okay. He did nothing wrong. Or it could be like, my take on this is going to be really unpopular. Okay. This is going to be a rage bait because I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he was actually, I don't think he did a single thing wrong. Right. You fucking retards will report this in chat however you want because you are all like clinically, terminally autistic. So I would have to see him saying he's rage baiting to know what he's actually doing.
The person doesn't matter. It's not relevant who the person is.
What? Let me go back. What is he saying?
Having somebody who just spammed a CC at a boss that's immune to CC.
The boss isn't what killed him. The boss doesn't matter. The boss is fine. You kill bosses, no problem. Like, you're supposed to kill them. It's the fact that there's a lot of trash. Truth be told, they didn't even need to run. It's just CC all the trash. Yeah, this is rage bait. Okay. No, he's trolling. I don't care. And if he isn't, that's even more pathetic. He's calling Yamato a noob for trying to stun the boss. Well, yeah, Yamato would probably agree. Like, yeah, I didn't know I couldn't stun the boss. My bad. Sure. Probably, yeah, you're right. Cool. Anyways, Pirate could have CC'd all those mobs. Like, that's it.
TLDR, it's not fair to dogpile on Pirate and only blame him for roaching the fuck out. Everybody made big mistakes. The tank made a mistake with the pathing and keeping the pack there instead of pulling it back. The rogue made mistakes with distract. The mage made a mistake of roaching the fuck out. The druid made a mistake of ass pulling. And the only one who played perfect was the priest. He was the Giga Chat of the group. He died. Snoopy played really well, actually, after he ass pulled to try to save everybody. He saved Ozzy. And what else? Yeah, if Pirate thinks he did nothing wrong and he played 100% right, I completely disagree with that. He should have stayed with the group, helped them get out. He did roach super hard. So if his attitude is like, yeah, I did nothing wrong, you guys, I don't agree with that. But I don't also agree with it's only his fault. All right? There it is.
No, that's absolutely true. I agree with that. It's a summary. But yeah, if he's I did nothing wrong. What type of like I can never up once challenge type of thing? I don't know. That's the correct check. I agree.
You think you played perfectly? No. When have I ever said I felt like I played perfectly? You got the dummy ears? Let me look at the clip.
Oof. Okay. I mean, he definitely made it seem like he thought he played perfectly, so that's kind of contradicting.
What is this?
I can't. This is probably the longest I've ever heard him talk. I think he's rage baiting 90% of the things he says.
No, I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie.
So Pirate can do no wrong. It's not about.
You can link me. I would have to see it. I would have to watch it.
No, it's as simple as, guys, I'm sorry. I could have blizzarded. I could have done things, and I think it might. Maybe he says it wouldn't have helped. Okay, he's wrong. Again, it's just a matter of accountability. That's all this is. That's at the end of the day. He abandoned his team. You guys are still leaving clips on this. Grubby as well here? Oh, great.
Pirate. Can you kite them with a blizzard? Stay a distance and kite them with a blizzard. Can you help slow them off, Pirate? This would be asking to help. This is not asking to help. Why are you running? Bro!
To be fair,
I do get that he might feel that, but you shouldn't say that during, because it's going to distract Snoopy and Sarah as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's Devil's Advocate to be played here, but there is Devil's Advocate to be played. But it was still a complete Roach out. Even with Yamato, why are you running? That meme or whatever, but...
That's true. The communication probably can be better there as well if they're literally just saying, why are you running? That's probably true too. Now, I'll be a tad more sympathetic. And again, I don't play the particular game, so I could be wrong, but my guess is going to be those other people are probably way more at risk of dying than the mages. So looking back and seeing the mage running is probably like really aggravating, and it's probably more stressful when you're in a potentially lethal situation and you're like, bro, where are you going? And it's like, well, actually you should say, hey, excuse me, could you please stay here and cast some spells to CC people so that I don't lose my 200 hours of progress? And as a small streamer, I'm going to basically become irrelevant for the next 2 weeks, and my income is going to be like 90% decreased because I can't raid with anybody because you're about to roach for absolutely no fucking reason, even though you're like a huge streamer, you're totally fine, and I'm like completely trapped here alone as you run away with a man of restoration. Like there could be better ways to communicate it, but these people are probably in a little bit more of a stressful situation, my guess, right? My guess, but...
I don't know. Mother was gone. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. Just, I don't care.
Yeah, here's the other thing that a lot of people don't understand. You want to know one of the reasons why I'm more hesitant to dive in and maybe die for a scenario like that, where I already know that it's very lost? I'm one of the primary guild enchanters.
Whatever.
I have Crusader on this character. I have all of this saved up for the guild. That's the point.
Oh, wait, is he doing more loss aversion? Is that what he's... I don't know what the fuck he's talking about right now, but it sounds like his other reason why he doesn't want to lose his character.
I'm one of the primary guild enchanters.
Whatever.
I have Crusader on this character. I have all of this saved up for the guild.
Destiny, dude, Yamato screamed run literally 5 times. Man, all this clip chimp stuff has fucked the reality. So I'm just going to decide against you. I don't know WoW, and I could be totally wrong, but like literally it sounds to me like in this game, like he could literally be saying, we get the fuck out. We have to get the fuck out. Even that wouldn't mean, hey, CC, turn and leave us. Good luck. Even a statement that, unless somebody's literally saying, like, we're gonna like wipe, like everybody, like get all for yourselves. Good luck, but we're gonna wipe. Even somebody screaming like, we need to run right now. Everybody run. Everybody, we need to run. Everybody, it is time to run. That doesn't mean drop all your tank go, whatever, fucking CC go, whatever. There still is like a controlled withdrawal, especially in a hardcore environment. Now, maybe like in softcore, I don't think dying means anything, right? Don't you just sort of like spend gold to repair your shit? Maybe, I don't know. But like even when you're screaming run, 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 that doesn't mean every man for himself. That just sounds retarded. Like it's hardcore. There's so much at stake here. Unless it's literally like we're looking at a full fucking wipe. But, you know.
That's the point. If I'm going back in, I'm going back in because I know it's salvageable.
It's not
because there's maybe a chance, or I'm kill number 3. There is no reason for that shit.
He is one of the guild's primary enchanters. However, we have like 10 primary guild enchanters, and one could argue that we have too many still. Nathan, Cobalt, Faye,
Jesus. How many do you need for big raids or whatever?
There's more.
Or...
I named 4, but I know there's more. Chat's gonna tell me there's a ton of Fizz. Oh yeah, Fizz can do it. Hydra can do it. I know there's more too. There's like probably 10, really big, 300 enchanting, and all of them have Crusader. The only way I would like accept that as like a holy, my life is worth a lot, is if you had something like the Lionheart pattern, right? If Noth was playing his mage and was 60, Lionheart Helm pattern, yes, your life is very important. Or
is this like a really rare drop, like a best in slot drop for these people or something, or
if we've been running MC and we've gotten like the actual rare patterns that are actually good and actually rare, like
okay,
who does it drop off of? Someone drops the 30 spell power pattern. I don't remember who. Oh, here we go. All bosses. So all bosses can drop healing power and spell power. Like, these are extremely important. Sharpening stones as well. For blacksmiths. Also massively important. So those are the only things that are actually rare where I give a about your profession. I don't care otherwise. I don't. It means nothing. Summit clip. I don't need to see everyone's opinion.
Not because there's maybe a chance.
No, my 10 regular clip I just watch is ridiculous.
There's no reason for that shit. None.
What's... How can you say there's no... Bro, you can't say that, man. No reason for that. How about a couple 60s? That's a reason. What?
Oh no, Summit's on.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not worth it to risk that.
What? Bro, then it's not. You understand?
Can you explain the enchanter part? When you're doing huge raids, I think in World of Warcraft, like at the end of big raids, that's when like the best gear drops. or like maybe special crafting recipes, which is the same thing as gear. And if you manage to get like one of these like really rare drops, that's like a character that you want to hold on to, because you can't just like buy and sell or trade things, I think, in hardcore. Can you not do that, I guess? Or maybe just they're so rare on the server that if somebody has those things, like you really want that stuff. So like there might be a world where another poker analogy, Jesus, like mathematically, there are times in poker where folding pocket aces is a mathematically positive play because of where you're at in a tournament, where you might be right onto the bubble or the edge of like who people who are getting knocked out right as you get into the money, where folding aces pre-flop is worth it mathematically. And it might be the case that in a raid, there might be times where it's like, okay, fuck, I probably could have stayed and helped a little, but like I have such rare shit on my character that if I die, like our whole guild is going to be super ass pained. Like we either raided like really high level raids to get this gear. Like if I lose this, it's going to hurt the entire guild, and maybe you play even more cautiously. Maybe.
The other end of that, right? Then that means it's not worth anybody to group with you, knowing that that's your thought process. That they are literally risking by grouping with you. Yeah. That's what you're saying. Oh
yeah, this is what I would feel. Yeah, like I would want to know, like, oh, well, if you've got that shit and you're just gonna like, you're gonna flee every single time, then I'm out. Like I'm never raiding with you. Like this is a problem that would solve itself. You would just never play with this person.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's just okay. Stop leaving me clips. I don't care anymore because it's not gonna change my opinion. It's just the weirdest hill I've ever seen someone die on. It really is weirdest hill, and everyone's telling you this hill is stupid and you're wrong, and you're just like, no, I really like this hill. This is my hill, and no, you're not safe there. It's a bad hill. Stop. What a dumb situation.
All right, so ordinarily this drama wouldn't be anything. It doesn't matter. However, the issue is that over the next few days, we have the double down, triple down, quadruple down. Pirate cannot let this issue go. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, "Oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary."
Yeah,
and
I mean,
to be real with you, some of
some
the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly, and we.
Oh, this is 10 days old. We watched this. Okay. All right, I got like 20 clips open, so if you're linking me shit, I'm not opening any of it. So. All right, what do we got here? What is this?
Some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all. Some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly. And we hardened up at that moment, we kicked some ass, and we got to live.
Why are you walking though?
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do?
Not by clicking. Oh no.
Because we didn't give up in that.
Okay. Let's talk about pirate software. 50 minutes. I'm good. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, it zoomed in on the mana restoring item that he had. Okay. Okay, we're watching these out of order, but this was a triple down. So we're skipping a double down, and I think this is a triple down. Failed to determine content classification. Okay, well, we're not watching this, I guess.